Hey guys, welcome back to Pickin' Greens. It's your boy Picky, and you already know we got a fire two-piece slapper. If you're new to the page, welcome. We give away 2 free picks every single day. Plus, we give away VIP picks to our VIP members. Before we get to these picks, let's see what we did yesterday. And yesterday we got slapped. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. went under his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Rakia Jackson did not get her 5 rebounds. We got slapped. Now, we don't get slapped often. I honestly don't remember the last time we got slapped, but we did get slapped yesterday, and we'll take it on the chin. We're still slapping at 80% this week. You heard that right. We're still slapping. After getting slapped, we're still up at 80% this week. So, we take it on the chin, keep it moving, baby. We keep it moving. Hey, make sure you guys rock with me and lock in with CHALKBOARD. CHALKBOARD gives you a $100 deposit match. Use code PICKY when you lock in. And also, DABBLE has a sweet deal. They give you $10 just for signing up. Use code PICKY when you sign up, and they give you 1,000 times on your play. That means if you put $50 on a play, you can make $50,000 on that one play. Lock in with DABBLE. That's a great offer. And BETR gives the best deposit match in the game. They give you $250 just for signing up. Use code PICKY when you sign up, and they'll put an extra $250 in your account when you deposit. Lock in with BETR. And you already know, we got to dig deep with Outlier. Outlier is the #1 go-to place when you need your analytics, your data, your research, your insights. They got it all for you in one place. You get a free trial. Hit the link in the description and lock in with Outlier. All right, guys, let's get to this first pick. We got a good one today. We got to bounce back. We got to bounce back and start get back on this road, baby. I want another 7 days in a row. If you haven't been with us, we just went on a heater. 7 days in a row, every slip slapped. Now, again, we got slapped yesterday, but we'll take it. We're about to get back on the road, baby. All right, our first pick today is Nathaniel Lowe. You see it. We're going Nathaniel Lowe over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, the pick'em sites have him slightly over, and the sports books, they're slightly over as well. But that RotoWire projection you see is over. And the hit rate has been slapping recently as well. Now, we're at 1.5 across the board. Every pick'em sites and every sports books, they got him at the 1.5. But you can look here. The RotoWire projection is 2.32. That's a nice little 0.82 cushion. The hit rate, he's been slapping over the last 5 games, 80%. Over the last 10 games, 80%. Over the last 20 games, 60% over the last 20 games. And for the season, he's 48%. Now, the weighted hit rate is 71%. He's been going over pretty consistently. But we got to dig deep in Outlier. All right, guys, we're in Outlier, and we got Nathaniel Lowe. The line is 1.5, and we're going over hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, let's look at the last 10 games. You can see he's been slapping. He's averaging 3.4 over the last 10 games. In the last game, he got an offer, right? He got an offer, but the previous game, he went 5, right? He went 3 previously to that. He's only had 2 offers over the last 10 games. It's pretty consistent. Now, the last 20 games, it's still 60%. It's still in the green, and he's pretty consistently going over when he does go over. He's going over for sure. In the last 5 games, pretty consistently going over. Again, we got to take into account we all have an offer once in a while. You can't judge a man on one offer, right? Don't judge my man off of one offer. Daniel's coming through. He's going to be slapping tonight. All right, now let's look at the supporting stats. He's averaging 4.2 plate appearances a game, 1.2 hits a game, 0.6 runs a game, and 0.8 RBIs a game. And again, you can see he's averaging about 4 plate appearances a game. And we're an Outlier, so we got insights. Nathaniel Lowe has exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in 8 of his last 10 games, averaging 3.4 runs, hits, and RBIs. Now, who he's going up against Canning tonight? He's going up against Canning tonight. Not the best batting average. He has had 9 plate appearances and only averaging 1. Lowe, he's facing Canning tonight, and this has not been a good matchup for Lowe. He's had 9 plate appearances, and he's only averaging .111, right? He had 1 hit, 1 home run, and 2 ribbies. Now, we can go over here and look a little bit more in depth in terms of that matchup. All right, now we can see Canning's record. Canning's record is a 3-9. He has a 4.87 ERA, pitched 98 innings, and has a 6.15 strikeouts per 9 inning ratio. Now the matchup again, Lowe versus Koenig. He's 9 plate appearances, batting 1-1. That's not great. 1 home run, 1 ribby. Now against righties in general, Lowe isn't batting great, but he's not batting terrible. 172 at bats, batting 267, 5 home runs, and 23 ribbies. But again, Lowe has exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in 8 of his last 10 games. He's been slapping. And I definitely think he's going over again tonight. So with that being said, we're taking Nathaniel Lowe over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Lock it in. All right, guys, you already know, as always, I give you guys 10 seconds to hit the subscribe, hit the like. If you're driving, be careful because I don't want anybody getting in an accident. But take a second and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps push this content out, and it gives me a little pat on the back, which I appreciate. All right, guys, let's get to the second pick. Our second pick today is Brittney Griner. Yep, we're going Brittney, and we're going over her 7 rebounds. Now, the pick'em sites, they got a slight projection over, and the sports books, their projection is slightly over as well. But that RotoWire projection is over, and the hit rate is over as well. Now, let's look at the sites. Everybody has them at the 7.5, but Prizepicks. Now, Prizepicks got them at the 7. They may bump it up to the 7.5, so hop on it while I was at the 7. If it does go up to the 7.5, you can see nobody's really riding. We're going over when it's 7.5. Now, the RotoWire projection is 8.39. That's a nice little 1.39 cushion. The hit rate, 59% weighted hit rate. But over the last 5 games, she's at 60%. And over the last 10 games, she's been slapping at 70%. Now, for the season, she's 64% on the season. Now, she's been more in her bag recently in regarding to getting her groove and getting these boards. So I'm definitely thinking Brittney's going to go over these 7 rebounds. But you know, we got to dig deep in outlier. All right, we're an outlier, and we got Brittney Griner. We're going over 7 rebounds. Let's check out the last 10 games. The last 10 games, it says she's 50-50, but I'm giving her points for these. That when you slap for me and my other player slap, I get money. So you hit these for me. She has only not hit 3 times, right? So actually, this is a 70%, not a 50%, right? And over the last 20 games, she's had a few more slappers that aren't accumulated, and you can see most recently she's been pretty consistent going over recently. The average over the last 20 games is 6.2, and let's see, the head-to-head recently, she's gone up against these girls 2 times in the last month, and she slapped both times. She slapped both times this year. Right, last year she didn't, but both times they played this year, she slapped. The average is 5.5, and the medium is 5. All right, let's look at some supporting stats. She's averaging 29 minutes a game, a little bit more recently, 1.8 fouls a game, and 6 boards a game. So averaging 29 minutes a game, but let's see how many she's averaging over the last 5 games. Over the last 5 games, she's averaging 32 minutes a game, right? So she's averaging more tick, right? And she's gone against this team twice this year, and she's gone over 2 times, right? Both times she's played them this year, she's gone over. Right, so I like what I'm seeing. I'm like what I'm seeing so far. Let's see what else we got over here. Let's see. Do we got any insights for it yet? No insights. They ain't put no insights in for it yet. But again, the key matchup, we gotta be mindful. They are the 2nd ranked rebounding team in the league, right? So they are pretty good in regarding to stopping the opposing team at getting rebounds. So that's something to consider. But that's also something when a team is that efficient at getting rebounds, then sometimes it pushes the coach to play their bigs a little bit more, right? Then it gives their bigs a bigger opportunity to get their boards as well. So it's something to consider. You just got to see what the philosophy is of the coaches and kind of what their minutes have been recently to kind of see, all right, now if this team is bigs are playing well, then more than likely Brittney's going to have to play more minutes, right? We got to put the logic to it, the game plan to it as well. All right, let's look at the overall stats. Dallas is 5-17, and Phoenix is 11-10. So neither team are top tier teams. They're both below average or at average at best, right? So you can see Phoenix is offensively, they're ranked 11th in regards to getting rebounds. So they're not a great rebounding team in general. They're actually one of the worst rebounding teams. So the numbers doesn't really correlate. Wouldn't necessarily say, oh, this is a great play. But when you do the research and you dig deep, you realize that, hey, if the players play and the coaches coach, there's a good chance that Brittney's going to go over her 7 rebounds. So with that being said, we're going Brittney Griner over 7 rebounds. Lock it in. As always, guys, we've been rocking this week. We've 80%. Okay, and yes, we got slapped yesterday. We take it on the chin, and we go back out there to win, baby. We're going to do it again tonight. Hey, if you need anything, any of these apps, download the links in the bio and get Outlier. They give you a free trial. Really, you guys need to do your research, baby. You got to do your research. Don't just depend on everybody else's research. Do your research because you got what you need to win as well. Have a great day, another dollar, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.